Hello friends, welcome to stream. I've been doing a lot of off and on streams this month. Holiday seasons will do that to you. Greetings everybody, hello. I want an excuse to talk about my characters, so you'll never guess what I'm doing. I'm gonna talk about my characters, but we're gonna do them in a funny way. I'm gonna build Pokemon teams for them, because I am obsessed with Pokemon. Let me just, It's been a long time since I've used this screen. Been a long time since I've streamed anything off of my browser. We're gonna do it on Showdown, just because Showdown is what I'm most familiar with, and yeah, it'll give us a bit more of a detailed view. Unfortunately, there's no way to gain access to all 1,000 plus Pokemon, so the closest we can get is some illegal Gen 9 National Dex teams. I think the most obvious choice to start with is the main man himself. You know, he's a hero, he's the Merc Guild. The Merc Guild? He doesn't own a guild. He should, though, I think. The obvious choice is to start with Dakota. He's just a guy. A guy with a very good sword. Hence, the Aegis Slash. Gotta give it the Terra type of Ghost. He is the best guy. He tries his best anyways. It's definitely important that its Terra type is Ghost, because its original intentions from his homeworld got deviated a little bit and wound up doing something equally beneficial for his world. It was made to seal the demons away. It didn't do that. It sealed the spirit world away. Which was good, because that means only a handful of people can access the spirit world, and not demons. Which at the time of Terror's forging was kind of a big deal. Demons wanted to get into the spirit world to overflow the well and wreak havoc on Rift. We're gonna give you an expert belt. Important to note that it gets Swords Dance to boost its attack. And also Sacred Sword, because it is a sacred sword. Terror is really cool, and I like it a lot. I'm struggling for words. I'm usually better at words. But it was a family heirloom. Started from the guy who needed it, passed all the way down to his mother, and then finally to Dakota. And Dakota was supposed to pass it on to his son. That never happened, because the world kinda got fucky. Shadow Sneak, because it's pretty fast sword. Definitely is a little speedy. And probably King Shield. Probably King Shield? Nah, Iron Head. Iron Head. It's a tool of offense, not a tool of defense. When we were briefly talking about assigning people Pokemon in Haven, we came to a conclusion that Koda's assigned Pokemon is Absol. And I think it's important that we give... Absol just makes sense for Koda. I think we'll give it the Terra type of... Oh man, I don't know. Absol is a very good Pokemon. I love it very much, and it's important that I'm giving it Mega. They do always just want to help, and that's part of the important symbolic relations between it and Sakota. Sakota just always wants to help. I think we can leave its Terra type at Dark. It too will get Swords Dance. That is an important distinction. Hang on, I need to make sure its EVs are set correctly. IVs, rather. My bad. Excuse me. I just finished eating, for the record. Apologies. We give it Swords Dance, because he's got to get strong. Koda is just such a nuanced character, now that I think about it. There's a lot to him that I'm just really bad at explaining. Play rough can be seen as, like, taunting a bit, because I'm not gonna teach it taunt. Koda's not really a support. He relies on Ezekiel for support. He's all about the offense and protecting others. The only support he could really offer is, backup. That said, Throat Chop. Sometimes you just gotta shut the enemy up, you know? I think I also gotta give it Sucker Punch, because, a very important distinction is Koda... Not distinction, but rather, something Koda does is he definitely always looks for an opening. And in the last lore stream I did, K took off his armor. That was not a smart move of K to do. Koda took advantage of that and gave him a good old pot shot. And, claimed his head. Very important that Absol gets Sucker Punch, I think. Slimy boy idiot. Never let your guard down around Koda. He will take advantage of that. I think I'll actually replace Throat Chop, actually. I don't know what to replace it with. Actually, probably Return. Koda takes a lot of value in his friends. So it would make sense that he would return the kindness tenfold and protect them. I'm gonna leave the Absol's name as... Absol. And now comes a point where we have to pick another two specific Pokemon to kind of represent those other aspects of him. Those aspects that have physical forms. Ezekiel and Abaddon. That said, Houndoom. What's a Chinese? No, Abaddon is very red. Pokemon that is quite literally Abaddon. And it's important that Abaddon's ability is Flash Fire, I believe, because, Abaddon, one of Abaddon's kind of signature things that he can do is, fire means nothing to him. In fact, makes him stronger. What the fuck? Is this Ghost? No, it's Caterpillar. Okay. He takes that fire, he makes it a part of him, makes him stronger. He also in his original universe, Rift, he has this gauntlet that allows him to manipulate fire. Both, like, actual fire and the emotions of certain people, to a certain extent. He's very, very, very strong. Which is so weird to me to see that Houndoom is not a physical attacker. Crazy. I'll take advantage of that, though, in some way. We'll give him the Life Orb. Dark Pulse is good. We will also give him Flamethrower. What else can we give you? Will-O-Wisp is kind of important, I think. And I don't think it can't learn Hex. Hyper Voice, because Abaddon is very, very shouty. He loves to shout. He's not timid by any means, but that's just what the nature auto-assigned. His nature is probably something else and just gave him a timid mint. Ezekiel is a little trickier to come up with, I think. Because Ezekiel is like pure support. But not on a level of like... Well, maybe. He would need a Pokemon that can learn Baton Pass to kind of represent him, to kind of bolster himself off and pass it to somebody else. But something that's tanky and knows good stat boosting moves. Spartha. Nah. Espeon? I don't think Espeon can learn... Well, it can learn Calm Mind. That's certainly passable. Wow, 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 wow. And for the record, I am trying to avoid legendaries. I will be more loose with them once I get to my D&D characters. Oof. I am drawing a blank. I really don't know what to give. Well, Togekiss, actually. Togekiss is usually the Pokemon I use to represent Zeke. Serene Grace. Wise glasses, because, fun fact, Ezekiel wears glasses. And we will give him the Terra type of normal. Because Zeke is kind of just a normal guy. Baton Pass. And let's look for kind of boosty moves. Hipster Zeke. Zeke does also actually kind of need glasses. He spends too much time reading. Probably Curse. I swear, Togekiss could have also learned, that one move, Calm Mind. I swear it could have learned Calm Mind. I guess not. That's okay. So what we will do is we will give you Baton Pass, we will give you Curse, playing it off, flavoring it as kind of angelic magics, the minus speed to kind of pull out the book and read to incite the magics, that boost, you know? And then we will give you Soft Boiled, so that you can heal yourself, because you are very good at self-preservation. And then for a level of self-defense, we shall give you Aura Sphere. Now we just need 2 more Pokemon that are just kind of Sakota energy. Gallade. Gallade gives off a lot of Sakota energy because he's the sword guy. He's the I'm gonna beat the shit out of you guy. Also, I realized that a couple of these were not Terra type. Well, I guess they were actually Terra type. I am not smart. Gallade will get a Muscle Band, probably. Yeah. Pokemon flinches, speed bait raised by 1. Slicing attacks have a power of 1.5. And then we simply just dump a bunch of slashing moves on him. I don't remember what all the slashing moves are, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Psycho Cut is definitely one of them. As is Sacred Sword. And then I guess we'll just top it off with Leaf Blade for good coverage. Good coverage? Not good coverage. Stone Edge is good coverage, actually. And that counts as a slicing move, apparently. Frostlass maybe, get some ice in there. Yeah, you know, actually, speaking of getting ice in there, I think that is exactly what we're going to round out his team with. Instead of Frostlass, we're going to give him a Glaceon. A little Frostpupper. I think Sakota deserves a Glaceon. We'll give it an Assault Vest. The Ice Body. We can only put attacks on this thing. You can only select damaging moves. So yeah, we can only put attacks on this thing. And Glaceon is a special attacker. So I think we go with a Blizzard. No, not Blizzard. Freeze Dry. Because that also gives it an extra super effective slot of water. Smart plays here. And then we give it a Shadow Ball. We give it Probably Hyper Voice. Probably. Yeah, Hyper Voice. Coda can get pretty loud sometimes. I realize I accidentally overwrote Freeze Dry. Oops. And the last slot... Chilling Water isn't a bad idea. It's not, like, ideal, obviously, because it's in the not suggested area, but it is an option. Itchy. Sorry. Secret noise. Trump card. Yeah, I think we give it Chillin' Water. And there we go. Now, we're obviously not going to validate this because there's definitely some illegals in here. Actually, let's see. Yeah. Apparently Baton Pass is banned. What? It's fine. We're not making legal teams. We're gonna add a folder. Streamin'. Create folder. We are going to dump it in Streamin'. And then next up we're gonna do no legal teams, no masters. Exactly. If there was one that was just truly a national dex showdown, you can't have a national dex and not have a national dex anything goes. I think next we're going to do... Well, we did a Haven character. He's technically a Haven character, because it's just a continuation of his own story. Let's move on to... Let's do one of my D&D characters. Zykaira. She is the epitome of gremlin. She is a chaotic little being who just loves sowing chaos. One of the best stories I have about Zykaira, Zykaira is a Stygia tiefling. Bloodline of Levistus is the Stygia ones. Who is a warlock of the Raven Queen and a wild magic sorceress bundled into one. Some of her more important, like, doings that really kind of define her as a character is, one of our first interactions in this party was, we needed to cross a bridge that was guarded by a troll, and the troll was like, hey, you are not allowed to pass this bridge unless, you give me something important about your life, or without your lives. So Zykaira was like, I got this. Picked up a pebble off the ground, turned her back to the troll, who was just kind of sitting there scratching its head like, huh, what are you doing? She cast Prestidigitation on the stone, which basically, she used that to put a little picture on it. She then marched right up to the troll, presented the pebble, and was like, this is a very important family heirloom of mine. You can have it if you let us cross. Just don't put it in the water. And it was like, yeah, okay. Took the pebble, stepped aside. We all crossed the bridge. And then Zakaira was like, we might want to start running now. Hi, Belle. I'm telling the story about Zakaira. We're telling stories about Zakaira as we get ready to build her team. And as we start start kind of taking off away, the troll puts the pebble down under the bridge, too close to the water, and the painting just started to disappear off of it. And the troll was like, "Oh." Zakaira has also made, I believe, a grand total of 4 gods so far, think? About their choices in life? She's great. I love her so very much. So we need to give her Pokemon that just kind of embody chaos. But also just kind of lean towards... She deserves a Pokemon that's a rock. You know what? You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. We're gonna call this Aron Heirloom. I think it deserves to be shiny because Zakaira does have a red motif to her despite being a cold bitch. I think it really only needs those moves, Endeavor and Toxic. But we gotta give it all 4. Gengar. Oh, Zakaira absolutely has a Gengar. I think I would arguably give her a Mega Gengar. So, those of you that don't get the gimmick here, Sturdy is an ability that prevents you from fainting from one attack. From, like, a singular attack, rather. If a Pokemon were to go at this with, like, a move that hits multiple times, or a weather condition, that would destroy it. In Aron's case, it would purely have to be, hail. That's the important part with Sturdy. Then there's the move Endeavor, which takes the opposing Pokemon, if it connects, takes the opposing Pokemon down to the amount of HP you have. Now, because Aron is not a very fast Pokemon, and it's level 1, most of the time that's going to leave it at 1 HP. You throw this little guy at a level 100 Arceus. Arceus uses Judgment, brings it down to 1 HP. Aron uses Endeavor, brings God down to 1 HP. And then heals up from the Shell Bell. Now that part is important, because the Shell Bell from a level 1 to a level 100 is going to be more than enough to bring Aron back to full HP, which means it can use Sturdy again. This is an evil strategy, and it's very fitting for Zakaira, I think. That said, let's give Zakaira her Mega Gengar. I think it deserves to be shiny. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people get pissed about that kind of build too. I love it. Rattata Endeavor focus sash, but Zakaira made it better. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. I think we should also give Zakaira fucking, fucking air balloon Shedinja with the Terra type of electric. Raven Queen ties Corviknight, yeah, that's a good strat. Oh yeah, the fun thing about the Raven Queen is you get a pet Raven with that. That doesn't count as a familiar. So definitely also a Honchkrow for Zakaira. Let's build this Gengar first. Giga Drain is important. Actually, no, actually, Zakaira knows a spell called Wither and Bloom, so arguably I could keep Giga Drain. A lot of these kinda gotta have, like, explanations to them, I feel. Shadow Ball is just important and very good on a Gengar. Zakaira loves to, like, control the battlefield as well, so I think we should also give it Toxic Spikes. One of Zakaira's, quote, signature spells is Hunger of Hadar, which locks down a lot of people. And another one of her favorite spells is Cone of Cold. And we'll top it off with the Sludge Wave. Alright, let's see. We gotta give her Corviknight. What was Corviknight shiny? Nah. A Terra type of flying is fine with me. You do not get a Terra type because you go Mega. Back to the back. Back to the back. Zakaira also does have a tendency to say fuck you or no you. So I think Mirror Armor for the Corviknight is very fitting. We're gonna call this Corviknight Mother. Because Zakaira was adopted by the Raven Queen because her parents were shit. Uno reverse card, bitch! Mirror Armor. And now, we teach you a bunch of moves. Birdmon Pog. Yeah! I swear Corviknight was one of the Pokemon that got to learn Swords Dance. What? My memory is failing me. You're a physical attacker. For the most part. So we're gonna give you physically offensive moves. Brave Bird is a good one. Hi Jade, welcome to chat. Ooh, Body Press Iron Defense? Yeah, I think so. I think we'll top it off with an Iron Head. We are building a team for one of my D&D characters right now. Her name is Zakaira and she's a little shit. Before I do the Honchkrow, I want to... Of course it's banned! Gee, I wonder why it's banned. Gee, it's a mystery. Alright, now we need a bunch of moves to teach it. To epitomize that little shit you're not getting rid of me anytime soon. Teaching a Giga Drain is just a bad move, I feel, because it literally can only have 1 HP ever. So we're just gonna give it funny moves that will bother the enemy. Not Bug Buzz, because you're not a special attacker, you're a physical attacker. We're gonna give you Leech Life instead, even though you really don't need the health gain. The health regen. Poltergeist is funny. Swords Dance is important, and Sucker Punch. We're gonna name it Smile. And now the Honchkrow. Who we will affectionately name Trinity. Ugh, not the hot pink. Oh god, that was awful. Zakaira does have a lot of Moxie, so I think we'll give the Honchkrow the Moxie ability. Which, for those who don't know, Moxie increases your physical attack by a stage. When, it increases your attack by 1 stage when you make a Pokemon faint. Hot pink would be chaotic, you're right, and Zakaira's eyes are pink. You know what? Fine, we'll leave it shiny, even though I hate it. That's just a good argument. I think it's funny that Honchkrow gets to learn a lot of, special attack boosting moves, like Calm Mind and Nasty Plot, despite it being built for physical attacking. That said, Foul Play, Drill Peck, Perish Song, can I learn and U-Turn. So, something Trinity does sometimes is Trinity has 2 strats. One strat is to fly 25 feet, peck somebody, and then return back because it has a feature called Flyby, which means it can go in, it can attack, and it can leave without triggering attack of opportunity. And another thing it can do is it can Shriek, which will make many things afraid of it. So it'll Shriek, and then land on Zakaira's shoulders, becoming a non-combatant, or at least non-targetable. Meaning they're afraid of Zakaira. They cannot get closer to Zakaira. Hence the Perish Song. So, start out with a Perish Song into a U-turn, and you have an invincible bird. Now, we just need one more Pokemon to kind of wrap it up. I think Zakaira deserves to have a legendary Pokemon to kind of round it out. Maybe an Umbreon. Zakaira deserves to have a legendary to round things out, and I think no Pokemon epitomizes that more than Giratina. Because Zakaira's whole shtick is dead things. She's building an army of the undead. God. Oh, you mean my bitch. Zakira does radiate that energy, especially because she's made, like, up so far 4 gods think. Which is funny to me. Bow, bow. Is there anything else worth giving to you? Terra Blast. She's not someone you underestimate under... Yeah, exactly. Zakira, don't underestimate Zakira. It will be your undoing. I think instead of Dragon Pulse, we'll give it Terra Blast. Wait, Dragon Pulse... Nah, we'll leave it at Dragon Pulse. Then we'll give Aura Sphere and Shadow Ball, and call it a day. And Zakira's team is definitely not legal, but it would be funny to see how it's not. Gengar is tagged National Dex Uber, which is banned. Shedinja is tagged National Dex Uber, which is banned. Giratina Origin is tagged National Dex Uber, which is banned. Oh, you know what? I thought of something better. It's still banned, but I thought of something better. Fluttermane. Oh, it doesn't show the shiny. That's tragic. And we'll give it the fairy typing, because I think that's funny. Something to kind of round out the wild magic side of her. Something from a primordial time brought to this time and is just completely feral. I'm gonna give it the same move pool that mine actually has, so... Shadow Ball. What is it? Shadow Ball, Moonblast, Thunderbolt, and Mystical Fire. We want your special attack to be plus and not your speed. There we go. This is exactly the Fluttermane that I got through a Wonder Trade. And it's insane. Oh, it is definitely one of those Pokemon that you go, oh shit, when you see it. And this is why. 405 special attack. 369 speed. But it's such a Zakira core Pokemon that I can't say no to it. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Zakira's, like, Zakira's show starter is the Fluttermane. Someone walks up to Zakira in this Pokemon AU I'm making, and she's just like, oh, you wanna battle me? Okay. Casually throws out Fluttermane. And remember, you can't back out of a trainer battle. Except apparently you can in Paldea, which is weird to me. Alright, next person. I want to do one of my more original characters. I don't really have anything flushed out yet. So I guess we'll just move back on to my other characters. Let's do something that'll be brain dead, I think. I really wish Mega Houndoom's ability was different. I'm gonna be real, I wish its ability was different. I love Mega Houndoom's aesthetic, but Solar Power is not a good ability. I mean, it's... The more I think about it, the more it's kind of like, it's literally just a pocket life orb. So it's fine, I suppose, in this context. No, it's gotta stay red. I don't remember what moves we gave the Houndoom for Koda's team, so I'm gonna wing it. Hyper Voice, I think, was one of them. Abaddon with the souls in his pocket. Exactly. We'll give him Hyper Voice, we'll give him Dark Pulse, we'll give him Flamethrower. And I think Abaddon deserves to be able to taunt. Didn't we also gave him Will-O-Wisp, I think. So we'll top it off with a Will-O-Wisp. Now, Abaddon is all about brutality. Just straight up the all-out offensive. So we want Pokemon with high physical attack. Haxorus, I think, is important because Abaddon's primary weapon is an axe. Mold Breaker! Shiny Haxorus is very good. We'll give the Haxorus Swords Dance, we'll give it Brick Break. We will give it... Actually, no, instead of Swords Dance, we'll give it Dragon Dance. Brick Break. First impression would be fucking hilarious. Let's do it. Dragon Dance is good. And Outrage. 432 attack. Jesus Christ. Let's see, what else can we give you? You salty little man. Probably Kingambit, actually, now that I think about it. Kingambit being the showstopper, in case things go south. It also doesn't show it shiny, that's cringe. Leftovers, Supreme Overlord, just because it makes sense that it's the end of the show. Abaddon is the king of the Lust Kingdom. We gotta give it Katal Cleave. That's important. Also important that it has Swords Dance and Sucker Punch. Abaddon also likes to take advantage of weaknesses. And we'll top it off with... Need him and Valeria to meet now? Valid. We'll top it off with an Iron Head. Bum bum bum. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum. Something I've been forgetting to do is mess with Terra types. We'll give it a dark Terra type. We will give you a... We can leave you at a dragon Terra type. Most of the time the Terra type doesn't really need to be messed with. Abaddon needs a Gardevoir or Lopunny to represent his kingdom. Well, then we wouldn't use Gardevoir or Lopunny, we would use Salazzle, who is canonically stated to fuck all the males into low energy to where they can't evolve. Imagine yourself battling someone from Pokemon World in Friday Night Funking's mod, Frostbite. Yeah! Actually, I actually love the, what is it? I love Hypno's Lullaby mod. I'm sad that it went down the way it did, but I love it. It's very good. That said, yes, we have to do a Salazzle. Fan-made Unknown King song. Unknown King was supposed to appear in the mod itself, but that didn't happen, and now it'll never happen unless somebody else picks up the mod. Salazzle, I think we leave it in its base form. The white, it's nice. I don't think it looks good. It looks nice, it doesn't look great. Wow, 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 wow. You're already at 31, so you are a special attacker. We'll give you Wise Glasses, because I think you deserve it. Definitely important to leave it at Corrosion. I've been alright. Little up and down. That tends to happen during the holiday season. Thank you for checking in. How are you doing? Give you Nasty Plot. We'll give you Flamethrower. Broken after 2 day shifts. Ooh. Valid. Day shift is the worst, and this is coming from somebody who works day shift. I have a message. It is Angel. One moment. Give me over. Bum, bum, bum. On their sneakers. 3 shifts. Oh. I'm so sorry. That especially sucks. We gotta give her hyper voice, and you know exactly why. Okay, what else? What other dragon types could we give? A legendary? Oh, shit! Hold that thought. You are absolutely right. I mean, come on, it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. It is 100% Moida time. This Moida is brought to you by Primal Groudon. Being an absolute beast. We are not... Though Precipice Blades is definitely a good idea. that accuracy is a big deterrent, and I am more inclined to say Earthquake. Because it's 100 power at 100 accuracy. And double damage on dig. Precipice Blade is just, it hits adjacent foes as well. Oh yeah, the drought theme is eerie as hell. I like the drizzle theme more. So we give it Earthquake, we'll give it Fire Punch. I like the Heavy Rain theme a lot, it's very good. Especially in the old 16-bit days. Those were the days. Yeah. I think we also give it Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is just funny. There we go. There we go! Alright, one more Pokemon for Abaddon, and I think it's appropriate we make it a Dragon type. We already have a Mega, so that's a no on Mega Charizard X. Guzzlord. Abaddon's not nearly gluttonous enough. Regidrago? Nah, not Regidrago. Cyclizar? Nah. Sinking Tyrantrum? That's true. We've got something for the King theme, though. We got Kingambit. I think we simply go Hydreigon, because that's just a testament to Abaddon's brutality. He can be very brutal. Yeah, Sink. I think we give it a weakness policy. Just for that immediate retribution. And then we top it off with a nice nasty plot. A bit of a Dragon Pulse. Just a tiny little hint of Dark Pulse. And maybe something to round out that Fairy-type weakness. And I think... for that, we'll give you the Terra type of Steel and top it off with a Terra Blast. You heard of a tomato that was ill, but Radish gave him a kiss and he went good? No. Huh? What? He blushed till he had a red face. Alright, Abaddon, why is your team banned? Abaddon's only banned for one reason, and it's Groudon. That's funny. Zakira is more banned than Abaddon. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, what can we do next? We should probably do another D&D character. Have I done Baldur yet? Not yet. I think I'll do Zero next, actually. Zero the Hero. Zero is a winged tiefling bard, College of Valor bard, arcane trickster rogue, who has a very fancy sword, and is a descendant of his world's god of fire and demons. Or devils, rather. So, only after I give him a Cerule Edge. No, your shiny is absolutely not even worth it. God. I give you a Muscle Band, and I give you Flash Fire, and I give you Bitter Blade. I'm actually going to set you up exactly like I have my personal Cerule Edge set up. That's a beast right there. Cerule Edge is one of my favorite things to come out of this generation of Pokemon. Now we should start playing more into a little bit about him. So, speaking of things that I love that came out of this generation... how about some Skeledirge? Now, Zero's family comes from a long line of necromancers. His uncle's a necromancer, his cousin is a necromancer, his mother was a necromancer. Zero doesn't dabble in it that much, but he does. Oh, Cerule Edge is 100% canon to Cynthia. I think we'll give you a Firium Z. I think you deserve it. And we'll make your ability unaware because it's funny. He does deserve to go off. The Skeledirge is important because Zero is a bard. He sings, he plays music. I've not actually sung in character, and I will never sing in character, but he does play guitar. And that's close enough. I think I'm also going to set you up like I have mine set up. Torch Song, Shadow Ball. I'm trying to remember what other moves I gave it. Hyper Voice and Snarl. Why is Snarl not a recommended move for you? What? Oh, that's probably why. 55% power, yeah. Alright, we'll give you something else, and I'll swap it out on main guy, too. What if we went... What if we went Earth Power? I think we should go Earth Power. Zero's a bit trickier to think about because all he's really got going for him is sword stabbing and music. If I heard of the concert that cost 45 cents, yeah, it was 50 Cent with Nickelback. It's like one of the oldest dad jokes in the book. Maybe Absol? Probably Absol. Probably. I'll hold that thought. He also deserves to have an Aegislash, I think. With a similar setup to Sakota's. Give it a Swords Dance. Give it a Sacred Sword. Give it Iron Head and Shadow Claw. Actually, instead of Shadow Claw, we're gonna give Zero's Shadow Sneak. Good priority move. Heard of the guy who invented Microsoft but was isolated? Nope. That one's a new one. Bill Gates. Alright. Yeah, we can give Zero an Absol. Because he closed the gates. Absol was super luck. And we'll focus more on the sword side of things for Absol in this case. So we'll give Swords Dance. We'll give Cross Scissor, X Scissor, whatever. I call it Cross Scissor. Fuck you. Shadow Claw. And because I thought about it, and Zero has like the lore about warning others with its ability to sense disasters. True. Knew the secret meaning of Napoleon's surname. Nope. And also I think we're gonna give it Psycho Cut. Bonaparte. I think we should give it Psycho Cut. With the Terra type of Psychic. Or no, we can't Terra type Psychic because you're a Mega. So we'll just replace Cross Scissor with Shadow Punch. Not Shadow Punch, Sucker Punch. There we go. Psycho Cut because Zero has been dabbling a bit more into psychic things lately. Let's see. What else could we give Zero? I think we've got enough to cover the sword side of things. We should probably start dabbling more into the other side of things. We should definitely start dabbling into the other side of things. Give him a Chatot? No, I don't think Zero deserves a Chatot. Chotot's a little squishy. Yeah, Zero doesn't like the cold very much. It actually wouldn't make sense to give him a Xian Pao. Or maybe even, like, arguably lean more into his sneaky side. Never give nuts to the Nutcracker. A Greninja? I don't know. I can't exactly see Zero with the Greninja, mostly because he definitely leans a little too into the fire side of things. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that coming. Blacephalon would be funny. Zero doesn't nearly juggle enough, though. Maybe a Cacturn. Oh! A very important Pokemon to Sakota. Or not Sakota, fucking, Zero. Recently, a few sessions back, Zero had lost his pet owl, Dusk. So naturally we have to honor Dusk. And naturally down the line I have to give Zero access to Find Familiar. That'll be important because we have a similar thing going on with Zera and her familiar. Give you the Terra type of Ghost, and give you Decidium Z. And replace Skeledirge's Furium Z with... leftovers. Muscle Band, Leftovers, Expert Belt, Absolite, Decidium Z. We'll give you Long Reach, because I think you deserve it. And then we load you up. Spirit Shackle. Swords Dance. I miss Dusk too. Don't worry, we'll get him back soon. Spirit Shackle, Swords Dance, Leaf Blade. And we'll top it off with... Man, I don't know actually what to top it off with. Dual Wing Beat, probably, actually. And now we gotta top it off with one more that leans a little more into the sneaky side of things. Definitely not an ice type in any caliber, because Zero despises the cold. Type. Go with Dark and take a look-see. Bombardier. Bombardier. Iron Jugulis. Absolutely not. I've not seen Shiny Bombardier. Ooh, Malamar's not a bad idea. Obstagoon's also not a bad idea. I feel like Obstagoon is a little too... defensive? Oh! Staring at me right in the face. Zoroark. Specifically, normal one. Nah, I think the shiny one's a little more fitting for Zera. And we'll give it the Terra type of... I don't know, actually. We'll decide its Terra type when we've picked its moves. I love Zoroark. Zoroark is very good, and definitely leans into the, sneaky. Just a shame that it's a signature move is not very used, which is sad, because I think its signature move is very, very good. Night Daze is very good. And I don't understand why it's not recommended. Oh no, it's missing 5% accuracy. Oh no, whatever will we do? I'll give it a wide lens. And then load it up with special moves. I think we give it the Terra type of Fire. Zero very likes fire. Fire very good for the Zero guy. Sludge Bomb to counter that fairy weakness when it's not terastallized. And probably Nasty Plot to boost that special attack. We'll change its Terra type to Fire, because I think it deserves it. Let's see, is Zero's team banned? Zero's team so far is the only legal one for Gen 9 national decks. That's funny to me. How long have I been live? Yeah, not even an hour and a half. We can do 2 more and then I'll call it a stream. So I think it's only apt that we round out my haven, my main haven boys with Zeke. Now, Zeke is all about the stalling. And the, like, actually decent strategies and stuff. Ezekiel does not like fighting that much. He is a sweet little nerd boy. So I think it would be funny, or not funny, but apt, to give him a bunch of Pokemon that focus on stalling and giving all of his buffs as a last resort to a Pokemon that can actually do some pretty nasty damage. Because it's symbolic of his little bit of, like, friendship relation with Coda. He buffs the hell out of Coda. So naturally he's got to wrap up with that Pokemon that'll deal a nasty hit. I would say Smeargle and then with the Geomancy technique. Smeargle would be funny. I know one Pokemon he definitely has. He definitely has an Eevee. So it needs to have Last Resort. Last Resort. Give it a Baton Pass. Then I think we also drop a Toxic. Actually, no, not a Toxic. We drop a Substitute. Does it have a self-preservation healing move? I don't think it does. It has Rest, but ideally we don't want it to fall asleep and stay asleep. Ideally we want it to be up on its feet quickly. Zeke, our favorite local pacifist. Exactly. Stored power would be pretty funny. Because ideally the plan is, you throw out the Eevee, you open with the Z, you open with Substitute, you go into the Z move, and then you Baton Pass. Wish? Yeah, you're right, actually. Wish is a good plan. So yeah, ideally what you do, you go in, you do Substitute, you do Z move, then you Baton Pass. Eevee is the setup. It has to be Eevee explicitly because Eevee's the only one that can use EVMZ. I know what Zeke's last Pokemon is. Zeke's last Pokemon is Houndstone. And this Houndstone is representative of Dakota. Takes all of that buffing, dumps it on the Houndstone. And then the Houndstone goes in with its signature move. Last respects. The power increases by 50 with each fainted party member. Of course Koda's only gonna get stronger with all of his fallen friends. And naturally we top it off with a Life Orb just to make it that much more devastating. I really wish my phone would stop giving me ads for Tinder. I get it, I'm single. Shut up. And then we start piling on the other things that would be beneficial to it. We'll pile on a Will-O-Wisp. We'll do a Crunch, and we will do a Play Rough. Actually, now that I think about it, we'll probably do Psychic Fangs instead of Crunch, maybe? Psychic Fangs instead of Crunch. Because that last respects, devastating. Alright, now we can actually focus on more support-oriented Pokemon. Just in case the Eevee's Extreme Evo boost doesn't work out. Kommo-o, I believe, can also learn Baton Pass. We'll give Zeke 2 options for his Z-move, because Zeke would be smart about it. Kommo-o is kind of the big build-up to the final show. Because, Clangorous Soul Blaze is basically just a step down from Extreme Evo Boost. It is always important to have a backup. And I think we'll give it bulletproof, just because there's a lot of ball moves that a lot of people like to throw around. And that would give Kommo the immunity to those moves. Your shadow balls, your energy balls, they don't work. What really bothers me a lot about Kommo is its signature move is special, and it's not a special attacker. But I mean, it is what it is. Ooh. Okay, hear me out. Oh wait, it doesn't learn Baton Pass. I swear it did. Huh. That's crazy. That's actually crazy to me. You'd think it would. Alright, I guess, cancel on the Kommo. What else can we do? Hello, Sammy. I'm trying to do a think. Ezekiel's actually kind of hard to build a team for, I think. Like, really hard. Ezekiel is genuinely making me do some thinking. Probably Regenerator. I think we'll go Audino. I think an Audino could work. Pain Split. Toxic. Trick Room. And Protect, I think. Because the Trick Room will make it go first more often, the Toxic will start chipping down, Pain Split can act as a pseudo heal, and Protect, obvious reasons. Similarly, Comfey. With Triage. And a Leftovers. Healing moves have their priority increased by 3. So here is what we do. We start with chip damage. We give a move that heals. We give another move that heals. And we give Protect. Simple and effective. A very good Stallmon. Speaking of, this one's gonna be a little weird, but it works. Because this Pokemon is also very good for stalling. Gliscor. Oh, it's also good at buffing. That's good to note. So here's what we do here. We do Toxic. Can Comfey actually learn Will-O-Wisp? It cannot. We have to settle for Toxic. That's fine. What about Audino? Audino also cannot learn Will-O-Wisp. Feel like we need a good Stallmon that uses Will-O-Wisp. Anyways, we do Toxic, we do... actually, let's not do Toxic. Let's do Substitute. And then we do the buffy moves. Like, moves that do buffing. We do Agility. We do Swords Dance. This is our backup. Do Substitute, we do Agility, we do Swords Dance. And we do Roost. If Eevee doesn't work out for the Houndstone, the Gliscor will. Oh, did I not put Baton Pass on? Shit, you're right. Yeah, Baton Pass. That's the one we need. Rip Roost. Ideally, Roost would be a bad idea anyway, so yeah, you're right. And then our final one. Our top off to Ezekiel's team. We need that Stallmon that doesn't use Toxic. Because a good counter to this team is Poison types, because of Audino and Comfey. So we would need something with Fire. Something with Will-O-Wisp, yeah. Let's actually just search by move, we can do that. Something with Will-O-Wisp and probably Recover? Oh! There's a few Pokemon like that. Sableye. Probably not Sableye. Jellicent? I think Jellicent. Probably Jellicent. Pringles man looking ass. Jellicent with a Bright Powder and... Cursed Body? Not... Well, yeah, Cursed Body. Angelic Magics. Drop a Will-O-Wisp. Drop a Pain Split. Drop a Protect. Actually, not Pain Split. Recover. Protect. Do you have any other setup moves? You do not. That is fine. We can find something. Hex. Hex. Duh. It's genius. There we go. Zeke's team is done. Zeke's team is banned. Eevee's move Baton Pass is banned. Houndstone is tagged under Uber. I can't believe Zeke is more banned than Abaddon. That is hysterical. One more for today's stream. I'm doing a big think about this one. I think we do Lazy Boy. No. No. We do Flame. Flame would be much easier to do, I feel. Yep. Makes sense. Those under the Holy Light have more laws and rules that are forbidden. Exactly. It's still funny to me that 4 of Zeke's Pokemon are banned, and Abaddon's only ban is Groudon. That said, Flame is a Tabaxi Storm Herald Barbarian who symbolizes justice. And there's a lot of nuance to him that his party just does not get yet. And I can't wait to start diving into that. We gotta give him a Excalibur. His signature weapon, Flame's signature weapon, is a Glaive. And Excalibur's signature move is Glaive Rush. So it makes sense, I think. We'll give him a Focus Sash, we'll keep the Thermal Exchange. It matches with the Storm Herald aspect of Flame. Because Flame can switch storms, not exactly on a whim, but every so often. And those storms give him a lot of protective bonuses. Like currently, his desert storm ability is protecting him from the extreme heat of the desert. Welcome back! We're doing Flame, and I'm giving him a Excalibur because of his signature Glaive. And we were talking about how Flame's got a lot of nuance to him that I can't wait to show you guys, but it's going to take a bit before we can get there. Dragon Dance, Glaive Rush. His move pool is... Baxcalibur's move pool is kind of ass. Ice Shard, probably. And you know what? I actually had this strategy pointed out to me in a video that I watched. But follow up Glaive Rush with Protect. And Glaive Rush basically has no downside. Plus it fits with the whole justice thing. He's got to protect those that cannot protect themselves. And that covers, like, one aspect of his storms. He's got 3 different storms he can choose from. There's the blizzard, the tundra, the desert, and the sea, covering blizzards, sandstorms, and thunderstorms, respectively. So I think we gotta play with that aspect a little bit, too. Something of fire, something of ice, and something of electricity. And water, arguably, because the sea one also gives him the ability to breathe underwater when he chooses to have that storm active. And then something also to kind of play with the aspect of justice. Probably one of the swords. The sword-based Pokemon, the swordsmen, those ones, the four-legged freaks with swords. You want to really say Cobalion? Yeah, Cobalion tracks. And I think it's also very important that all the Pokemon on Flame's team are all physical attackers. Because Flame is a very physical individual. I gotta do Incineroar! I have to do Incineroar! It's too fitting. It is just too fitting. So we'll give him Darkest Lariat. We'll give him... Now you want to make Pokemon teams for your characters? You absolutely should. This is super fun. We'll give him Darkest Lariat. We'll give him Fire Punch. This is fucking comical. This is fucking comical. That Incineroar can learn Leech Life. Now we need a good electric type. There's not a lot of those. Maybe Electivire? Electivire. Electivire? Probably Electivire. Electros is cool. Electivire? Pawmot. Probably not Pawmot. Probably Electivire. Xurkitree? Xurkitree is a special attacker, so not Xurkitree. Zeraora. Zeraora. Zeraora, fast lightning kitty. We'll probably go Electivire. We'll definitely go Electivire. What do we give you, sir? Buckasash, Insinium. We'll give you an Expert Belt, I think. Pokemon Speed is raised by 1 if hit by an electric move, and Electric Immunity. I feel like we've got to give it Vital Spirit, because not a lot of people are going to target electric types with electric type moves. Unless you're desperate. For any level. What? Hold on. When could Electivire learn Darkest Lariat? Since when could Electivire learn Darkest Lariat? Yeah, also in double battles. Yeah. Fuck it, it's funny. Thunder Punch, Wild Charge. Darkest Lariat, Wild Charge. Cross Chop would be interesting. See, Focus Punch really only works on Pokemon who can have the Inner Focus ability. Power Up Punch, probably. Gotta have something to boost that stat up. And then Return. I think that's good. And now we go for a Water type. Because Flame, when he has the Sea Storm active, can breathe underwater. Which I don't expect to ever come into play, but will be neat to have happen. Donzo. No, absolutely not. Not Dodonzo. For Alligator? Golisopod. 50.4 souls. Should probably use them. Kabutops? Samurott? Samurott's a special attacker. Shocking as that is. Swampert. 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 No! Absolutely the best Gen 3 starter. Hydrate! I've still got some peach tea. Alright. When could Swampert learn Darkest Lariat? Excuse me? Oh, that's so good. Alright, Waterfall. Avalanche. Darkest Lariat and Earthquake, I think. Avalanche purely to counter the grass-type quad weakness. And it's not very fast, so it's definitely gonna get hit. Okay. Now let's look at our options with the ability Justified. Because that is what's ideally going to represent the embodiment of justice. Absol, Arcanine, Cobalion, Gallade, Keldeo, Lucario, Terrakion, and Virizion. So a lot of Pokemon you're not really going to be targeting with Dark-type moves. Arguably, you would be targeting Arcanine with them, because Arcanine doesn't exactly have a weakness to them. One could also argue Gallade because it does normal damage. But I think we want to go with one of the legendaries, and I think in this case, our best bet would be Terrakion. Because Cobalion's physical and special are equal, and Terrakion is definitely more of a physical attacker. Probably Terrakion. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like your shiny, Terrakion. We'll give you leftovers. I think you deserve it. You are more of a physical attacker, so we're gonna dump a bunch of physical moves on you. Swords Dance. Sacred Sword. Do 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 do. Stone Edge. I think the Swords of Justice should get a hidden ability of Sharpness going forward. It just makes sense. I think we'll go Cross Scissor. It would also make the Swords of Justice a little more competitively viable, because their ability is basically dead. You're not going to be targeting them with a dark move unless for whatever reason you're using Snarl. I'm also angry that Ceruledge Edge also doesn't have Sharpness. Alright, we need one more attacker. Kartana would be funny. Slacking without a way to disable its ability, absolutely not. Melmetal? Maybe? Maybe Melmetal. Probably not Melmetal, but probably. Galarian Darmanitan is not a physical attacker, it's a special attacker. Surfetched would be pretty funny. Nah, Flame is about justice, he's not about chivalry. Iron Valiant. Probably Iron Valiant. I might go Iron Valiant. I think I gotta go Iron Valiant. Shiny isn't shown, cowards! Gotta give it energy, no, booster energy. And its physical attack is slightly higher than its special attack, so it works. I think we might give it Drain Punch. It has a signature move. I don't remember what it is. Doesn't it have a signature move? Swear it had a signature move. Give it Spirit Break, though? Probably. I have Google right here. I don't think it has a signature move. I think you're right. So yeah, alright. We will go Drain Punch. We will go Spirit Break. We will go Swords Dance. And we will go... I want a high power move that's physical, that it can learn. Liquidation wouldn't be a bad idea. Leaf Blade also would not be a bad idea. Not close combat. Absolutely not. We're going for move variety here. And we also don't want its stats to be lowered. I think we go Liquidation. I mean, we kind of want something to balance out its weaknesses as well, so... probably X-Scissor and just deal with that. There we go. We have Flame Steam. Is Flame Steam valid? Flame Steam is also valid. Justice reigns again! And these are our teams that we've gotten accomplished today. Dakota with an Aegislash, a Mega Absol, a Houndoom, a Togekiss, a Gallade, and a Glaceon. Zakaira with an Aeron, a Mega Gengar, a Corviknight, a Shedinja, a Honchkrow, and a Fluttermane. Abaddon with a Mega Houndoom, a Haxorus, a Kingambit, a Salazzle, a Primal Groudon, and a Hydreigon. Zero with a Ceruledge, a Skeledirge, an Aegislash, a Mega Absol, a Decidueye, and a Zoroark. We have Ezekiel with an Eevee, a Houndstone, a Mega Audino, a Comfey, a Gliscor, and a Jellicent. And Flame with a Baxcalibur, an Incineroar, an Electivire, a Mega Swampert, a Terrakion, and an Iron Valiant. All around teams that I think speak volumes as to who the characters are. Ezekiel is a buffer, so it would make sense for him to have a Pokemon to divert all those buffs to. Abaddon, pure destruction. Zakaira, pure chaos. That's a good stream. In other news, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Sonic Frontiers. Wednesday, I have lore with a lot of Havenites. There's going to be Angel's going to be there, Ren's going to be there, DJ's there, Jade's there, Captain's going to be there. We tried to get Bird, but Bird's traveling for the holidays, so we're probably going to do something else with Bird later on. Thursday, I'm playing Data Boy again. And Saturday... What am I doing Saturday? Saturday is Pokemon. We're playing more Pokemon. I might do another one of these streams on Friday, just because this was kind of fun. A nice change of pace. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed what you saw and you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, share, favorite, subscribe, all that jazz. Follow me on Twitch if you aren't already. I also have a Twitter and Tumblr. Hey guys, I'm 2 followers away from 150. Don't you want to see me suffer 100%ing Sonic Forces? I know people love to watch their streamers suffer. Come on. You know you want it. Come on. Come on. Give me the follows. Another thing that I kind of want to do in the near future is I want to figure out what the fuck a subathon is and how I'm actually supposed to do one, because I kind of want to do one of those. I don't have the following for it quite yet, but I think it would be fun anyways. Maybe I'll even do a sub goal. Who knows? And until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and all matter of species between, peace out. Thank you guys for tuning in.